All right, so the first thing I kind of want to go over, I mean, it really talks about and hits on the last two lessons that we went through, which is expectations and clarity. And I think it just naturally makes sense to go into this next and talk about this next is just consistency. All right. Once you've set your expectations and once you've went in and you've got clarity on exactly what you're going to do, and why you're going to do that, even I guess if you haven't got clarity yet, I mean, it's not 100%. It's necessary to get clarity to really be able to go all in and trying to make your offers and trying to actually make your sales. Okay, you don't necessarily have to have clarity to go in and do something that we're going to talk about right after this, or in a couple, like 2 lessons after this, to start preparing your audience to I guess to prime them up to get them to want to buy, right? You can do that before you have clarity. You can go in and engage with people and still provide them value and still get them to watch your videos or engage with your content and know you and start to like you, even if you don't know what you're going to offer them. You can still do that. All right. But to do that, so like I said, clarity may not be, clarity is a very key thing to have before you actually start making your offers and you want to monetize stuff. Not necessarily to get people aware of who you are and to start to like you, which is a prerequisite for you to monetize them. But it's consistency, consistency, you've got to be consistent on the internet. And what I mean is you got to show up every day, right? Every day you've got to show up and comment on people's stuff, like their stuff, make your own post somewhere. If you've got a group and you're using a group as where you're funneling people, go in and put some content in your group, or try to get other people to post content in your group. So you got to spend time doing this. We kind of talked about that, and we kind of talked about that in expectations. And you got to have some consistency where you're showing up on a regular basis, and you're not just sporadic. They see you, maybe once a week, or they see you maybe twice a week, and you're there at different times, right? Maybe you're early in the morning on one day, and then you're late at night 3 days later, and that's the only time that you ever show up and try to do the stuff that you need to be doing on Facebook, because people aren't going to get branded to you. They're not going to see you often enough. They're not going to begin to actually really know who you are. They're not going to be impressionated by you. So I told you this one was really short and simple. And like I said, it is very short and simple. There's not much more to it than just be consistent. Show up every day, and try to provide value every single day, as consistent as possible. All right. It's really necessary for you to do that so that you can monetize the most amount of people possible. The less consistent that you are, the less likely you are for people to remember you with all the other consistent people, right? A good example of this would be retargeting ads. If you guys just scroll down your own Facebook profile, you probably see several retargeting ads, and there's probably some that you remember seeing that same ad and that same person 7 times. And you're probably like, man, I fucking haven't seen this like 10 times already. And that's the only ad you remember on the internet. You've probably seen already 100 ads on Facebook today. You maybe remember 1 or 2 of them. Every other one, you don't even remember that you see an ad anymore. The only ads that you remember are what? Those consistent people. You probably have, you guys all have friends on Facebook. Mario, I think you said you had what? That wasn't you that said 4,800. Oh, that was Bambi that said 4,800. All right. But you guys all have friends on Facebook. Who do you remember? Just go look through your own friends list and see. I guarantee you see a lot of people, you don't even fucking remember them. You don't even know who they are. Now go those people who you don't remember and you don't know who they are. They're just a random person on your Facebook. Go check out their Facebook profile. See how consistent they are, right? See how consistently they're posting content there. They're not consistently commenting on your stuff. They're not consistently liking your stuff, right? So you don't remember them. You don't know who they are. You ain't never gonna buy their stuff. If they had an offer, you wouldn't buy it because you don't know anything about them. So being consistent is what allows you to start actually leveraging that. Yesterday I talked about one of the things that you could do that's going to help you get people to buy from you is just go like their stuff. Go to their Facebook wall, like their picture, go comment on their picture, flatter them. Wow, you look so great in this, or wow, this was an awesome post. I like this post. Or ask them a question. Use your brain a little bit. Ask them a question that like identifies a false belief or is a common question that other people are going to have about their stuff that they're selling. Even if you know what the answer is already, just ask them that. Why? Because you're releasing endorphins. They're like, oh wow, someone commented on my post. Let me go check it real quick. They see it. Oh wow, he asked about this. Maybe he's interested in this, and they go respond back to you, right? So doing that gets you in front of their eyes, and what you're doing now, what they think is you're getting closer to make a buying decision, right? What's really happening? They're getting closer to make a buying decision from you. That's what's really happening. You're really pushing them, and you're doing it in all the right way because they're thinking, oh, hey, this person's liking my stuff. This person's engaged in my stuff. You like my stuff. Yeah, I really like this guy. I really like this guy. You're just pushing them, right? You're just pushing them closer and closer to now being able to sell them something and offer them something. But for that to work, again, you got to be consistent. If you go in and like that dude's post today and comment on his post today and that's it, that was kind of like a waste of time because you're not consistently doing it where now you're embedded in him. The people that you're selling to, they should be able to go through their friends list, and when they're picking out the people that I don't know who the fuck this is, that you never hit that list. Why? Because you're liking their stuff consistently. You're commenting on their stuff consistently. Do you have to do that to every single person on your Facebook page? No, you don't have to go on every single person on your Facebook page and like their stuff and comment their stuff. But if you're going to spend time every single day liking people's stuff, commenting on people's stuff, don't do it randomly. Don't do it sporadically. Do it consistently, right? Go in, I want to target Todd. Todd needs to buy my partnership program. Guess what? I'm going to make sure I like his shit every fucking day. I comment on his shit every fucking day for a week, for 2 weeks. Enough time for him to know who John is and remember me. After that, I don't have to do it so often. After that, I don't have to do it every single day. Now he already knows who I am, right? Now he remembers me. He's like, oh yeah, John's always comments on my stuff. Even if I only do it once a week, now he still has this internal perception because of my consistency. John always comments on my stuff. No, I don't. I just did that for the first 7 days. Nope, he always comments on my stuff. He always likes it. Like, no, I don't. Yeah, you do. I always see you comment on my stuff. Like, no, actually, I was just consistent enough to now that's in your brain. Now, every time I comment, you just think I'm always there, right? So if you're going to be spending your time doing that, then do it wisely and do it consistently. There's nothing wrong with targeting people out, especially whenever you're getting started and be like, okay, these 10 people are the ones I'm going to go in and actually try to convert. And hey, I mean, that's how real business happens, right? And real business, it's not just like, hey, random people come by for me. It's like you get a lead and then you're just like looking at that person. It's like, okay, let me try to figure out this person. Let me try to figure out all the things I need to do and say to him to get him to actually buy. And you're looking them at as an individual. Like, okay, this week, my goal, Todd's buying my partnership. So here's what I'm going to do. Consistently, I'm going to go in and, like his stuff or comment on his stuff or message him. So the stuff that you're doing on Facebook, make sure you just do it consistently. Show up, do it consistently. Again, you go into a group. You go into a paid group or a free group. Those little badges that you earn, they go away, all right? They don't just stay there forever if you don't have consistency. So if you go into ClickFunnels right now and like in the Affiliate Avengers group, you'll see I got a little badge, visual storyteller. How do I get that? By creating a shit ton of content and then forcing people to re-engage in it by going in and saying, hey, how are you doing today? What are you promoting today? I really don't fucking care, but please come back to this post and comment what the fuck you're doing and promoting so that I can ask you another stupid question afterwards, because every time I ask you a stupid question and you reply, it keeps my free advertisement at the top of this group, and I just want these people to see me and buy my stuff, all right? So how do I get those badges? Consistency. I consistently go in and just watch that group. And whenever my thing is like 6 posts down, fuck it, I'm commenting on somebody's stuff. I'm replying to their stuff. I'm back at the top. They replied to me. All right, I'm waiting. I'm consistently nurturing that same post back to the top. I'm consistently going in that group and making another post. All right, I'm not just going, okay, I went to this group today and now I'm done and I'll come back, in a week or something, or I'll come back to it tomorrow or something. I'm consistently doing that, right? If I'm going to be in one group, I'm going to spend my time that I'm there just in that group, and I'm going to stay in that group, and I'm going to put all my little value in that group consistently. Because if I don't do it consistently, everything that I'm doing is a waste of time. If I don't do it consistently, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get those people to know, like, and trust me. And if I just go in there once and that's it, I just wasted time. If I just go in there twice, I just wasted time. So I'm going to go in and do it consistently. So I know it sounds simple, but whenever you guys are on Facebook, think of it like a strategy. Like, you're fucking not just scrolling Facebook. Like, you're in front of people that you're trying to get to give you money. That's your goal. So use your brain whenever you're thinking about it, and don't just be randomly doing stuff. Do stuff that makes sense to you, and consistently be doing the same stuff, like I give you examples of. So it's pretty straightforward.
John, you also said, because I was going through the course this morning, you also said add friends, and in the free part of the software, or no, the 7 part of the dollars per the software, you said add friends, but you kind of strategically add friends, right? You don't just add anyone.
Well, for sure, I don't just add anyone. No. But what I do is I go into groups where I know somehow that they're my target person, or they're a pre-qualified customer, and I add everybody because they're in a group. All right. Now, once I add everybody, I get some stupid ass people. They send me messages right off the bat. Like, look, I'll show you. I will just show you an example. Are you guys seeing ClickFunnels right now is what you're seeing?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you also said, John, in the training, that when you're looking at the profile, if you see that their banner is not like some business, you probably won't accept them. But my question to you is, if it is a person, like, for example, I changed my banner, but my banner before my business profile page was just the picture of an ocean, which was lame, you probably wouldn't accept me. But how do you know that I'm not a person that maybe wanted to make money online? I don't have a business, and I might be a good target for you. How do you make that threshold? Like, when people are like, you know how it says confirm friend?
Mm-hmm.
And there's like, maybe I got like 100 right now that I got to confirm. I think they're coming from, Facebook explosion and all the stuff that I'm doing now. Some of them I can't tell why they know me or whatever, but they don't have that, that business profile page. Do I accept them? Do I not? If they just have a picture of an ocean, do I not? I don't have any. I really only have like 40 friends because I erased every friend. You know what I mean? But if I'm starting out like that and I want to start building up a profile, a following on my profile page when I start posting, do I want to accept those people and then weed them out later until I find out what their real motive is?
I mean, that's up to you. That's 100%. That's 100% up to you. What you do. All right. What I do. All right. Is like, I went into this group. I sent every single person a friend request. All right.
John, we're looking at Calendly at the minute.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why I asked if you guys were. That's why I asked if you guys were looking at ClickFunnels. So here. So I went into this Builder All Ambassador group and sent everybody a friend request. All right. Now from here, I get some dudes like this, instantly. Hello, I'll introduce you to a Bitcoin program that will earn you Bitcoin every 24 hours. So
he's going right for the jugular.
Exactly. I would just unfriend this guy. Sometimes now, since I got this course, I send him a message and I'm like, hey, you seem like you're dumb as fuck and don't know how to sell stuff. If you'd like some help, take my free course where I teach you, how to actually make money on Facebook.
It's like people going to a bar and want to sleep on the first night.
For sure. So this dude, I would just go in and unfriend. He comes from going into a group and just mass targeting everybody. I'm going to get a bunch of people who I'm going to have to unfriend from here, which is fine. I'm also going to get my pre-target audience. I'm getting anybody that accepts this is literally my target audience. All right. So I add friends like that. And then these people who add me, literally, this is usually all I do is I look at their name, and like this dude, most likely I'm already preconditioned not to add him. All right. This dude, I'm not adding this dude. It's fucking Chappie's Carpets. Fuck Chappie's Carpets. That's not a real person. I mean, that ain't a real person. I don't ever add people who have business names as their name because I don't want to do that. because I know you're using. Could you buy my stuff? For yeah, maybe, but I don't want to add you because you're not really a real person. You're not a real Facebook account. And I want to not only get you to buy my stuff, but I want all your friends to buy my stuff as well. So, like this dude, I mean, I could add him because he's a founder, but typically I would probably say no because he doesn't have a Western name. And I usually only add people with the Western name. If they don't have a Western sounding name, I don't want to add them. Why? Because they typically don't have that much disposable income. You know, they can buy my stuff, but I like to add people who sound American. Why? Because I'm American, and there's just instantly a trust factor there. Americans will buy from an American before, and Americans just are loose with money most of the time. You know, if I take somebody from the UK who even has a higher earning from the UK, they're more stingy with their money. You know, they're like, I don't want to spend money that much. You know, even though I've got £1 million, like, I don't want to spend that much of it. I'm just going to, keep it. Americans, they're just kind of like, oh, fucking whatever. Yeah, supersize me. I'm not even going to eat the fries, but I'll pay extra for a larger size, even though I'm going to throw them away. Yeah, please. So Americans are just more lackadaisical with their money. So it's just an easier sell. So usually these dudes, I'm not going to accept this guy. I may go in and look at him. It just depends on where I'm at and what I see about his profile. So I see he manages this. But he's from North Dakota, so this guy I could add because he's at least he says he lives in America. But yeah, most of the time if they don't have anything here, then like if they just look like a normal person, I'm probably not going to target them because they're probably using Facebook for normal stuff, right? And those aren't my target avatar. They could be your target avatar. So you got to figure out, who are you going to? I also kind of look and see who they're connected to, and those people that they're connected to, that I'm connected to, what type of people are they? Do I know them? So this dude, I probably wouldn't add this dude because he's a hard worker. It takes whatever. But I mean, fuck it. Who cares? I'll add him. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I can always go in and delete them. And to some extent, I mean, you do want people buying from you, and you do want people engaged with you, but you also want this number increasing. You want this number growing. The more that this number grows, the more that your revenue grows. Why? Because
the number for your group or the number for your profile?
Your friends, this number right here.
Overall.
The more that grows, the more your revenue grows. Because, I mean, so when I was in college, I did studies on this. When I was in college, when I was in college, part of the way that I made money was I literally sold Facebook friendships and I sold Facebook page likes. All right. So I had macros on my computer, and they would literally, it was way before Facebook has all the security measures that they have right now. But I literally had 10,000, 20,000 Facebook accounts because you didn't have to actually go in and verify your account as a real person with, a phone number and, DNA tests and everything. You used to just sign up and that was it. You had an account, right? And I literally just had to, I mean, again, I'm a programmer, so it's not that hard for me to do. I just had Word files of, you can go in and download, the most popular male names. You can go in and download the most popular female names. You can download, common last names. I literally just had Word files, pick random ones, and create random email address on Gmail, which you can also create with a macro, create Facebook account. And literally I would go in and I would spend one computer just creating Facebook accounts, and my other computer would just literally go in, log into Facebook account, and add like 4,000 of my other fake Facebook accounts. And then I would go in and sell that account. I would sell, people would pay me for a friendship between 10 cents to $1 per friendship. And they would just say, hey, this person right here needs 100 friends. And I would just run my macro, okay, add that dude up. Or they would be like, hey, I want to buy a Facebook account with, 5,000 friends. And I would just be like, okay, wait 2 days. And I would create one. And then I would just go add all my other fake Facebook accounts as friends and be like, hey, there you go. But there's a psychological, and the reason I'm telling you that is there's a psychological factor of just social activity and social proof. As you get more and more friends, you'll get more and more friend requests. As you get more and more friends, you'll get more and more engagement. As you go in and your posts get more and more engagement, you'll get more and more engagement, because people will go in and look and be like, oh shit, you know, it's the same concept. You see a big line of people, a lot of people are going to go get in that line and be like, hey, you know, if all of us went just somewhere and we all of a sudden just all started looking up in the air, I guarantee you motherfuckers would just come up next to us and they would look in the air. What are they looking at? And as they look in the air more and more, and pretty soon just fucking everybody on the street's going to be looking up in the air at fucking nothing. Why? Because we're doing it. And they're just like, okay, you know, that's just how most people are. Most people are followers, not leaders. So the more friends that you get, the more friends that you get. So it's just important to go in and build that number. It's only until you start getting to a really high number that you have to delete them. All right. But the reason I say target people and go after, like why I go after groups, because I just don't want anybody there. Since I'm going through the process anyways, I want to maximize on that process. So the people that I'm adding, I want to make sure from the get-go, okay, they at least seem like they match the type of person who could be a good fit for the stuff that I'm going to offer. Based on what? Okay, one, these guys are Builderall ambassadors. That means what? That means that they're probably heavily into affiliate marketing, because they're on like the top tier of Builderall. They probably have their own network of people underneath of them. They probably have their own customer list already, and they're probably into affiliate marketing for sure. So that's a great avatar for my partner program. So I'm going to go in and add them all up. And then some of them could be douchebags who just fucking sell crypto, and I'll just be like, hey, fuck off, buy my course, you'll learn how to sell shit, or whatever. I'm deleting you anyways. So I for sure do add friends every day. So I got like 1,500 now, and I just started in June with 0.
So you're basically training the algo, going into Builderall and confirming all this. Go Facebook, go out and find me some more people.
Well, Facebook really just recommends you friends based on who your other friends are. Facebook, if you look, you will never get one single recommendation from Facebook for a friend that you don't have one friend in common with. So, Facebook only recommends you friends that you have other friends in common with. So it's not like I'm really training the algo. To some extent, my friends are going to be connected to other people kind of similar to them. So I'm going to get friend requests from their friends as who's going to friend me. But I'm just saturating my account. Whenever I'm adding people, I'm not going to, what's my other option? I could just literally go in. To this, and I could just add all these friends, but these are based on mutual friendships, right? So I could just go add all these people. I don't know who these fucking people are. I don't know what they're interested in. I would have to literally go in and spend time. This guy likes sharks, I guess. Fucking.
Right, there's some on mine to confirm friends, but it doesn't show how they know me, or it doesn't show what friend I have in common. So I'm trying to figure.
They probably just added you then. Those friends probably just added you randomly.
So they just came to my profile, liked what they saw, and might want to. Okay, so those are probably good people probably to add, or they might be trying to sell me something.
For sure.
Right.
But as John's saying, if they're not engaged with you in the kind of or the coming next couple of weeks, then get rid of them.
So right. John, and then like John said, if you accept them as a friend, confirm their friendship, and then they message you right away that they want to sell something, toss them out.
Well, that's up to you. You could still monetize from those people, but if you think about it, those people probably don't have any money because they're probably not successful. That's why you're going in and doing that. They don't understand what they need to be doing, so they probably don't have any money to pay you anyway. So I just tell them to fuck off, like I said.
Yeah. And then John, in your early days, back in the beginning of June, when you axed all of your friends and you was going on and doing a live, I take it was difficult in the early stages because you wouldn't get any traction? Or
I guess that depends on, I wouldn't say it's difficult. No, to me, it's the same thing. Whether you fucking watch my live or whether you don't watch my live, the live is the same. It's still, it's still bright and shining me. It's still my beautiful face. What do you think I'm looking at whenever I do my live video? I don't look at that little number, how many people are watching me live. I look at my own sexy face. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, goddamn, I love this guy. He's smart. So the live video, it's the same. Whether you have, what can't you do? You can't call people out and be like, oh, hey. But then again, you can do that. You can call people out all the time that aren't even watching your shit. Hey Steve, I see you're here. You know, let me know how you're doing. If you want to do that, you can do that. Half the time, I mean, a lot of people aren't even smart enough to realize if they're on a live or not on Facebook. Go look. And some people don't even know how to tell if they're on a live video or not.
I didn't think it would let you go live unless you had someone watching it.
No, you can.
No.
No, I mean, your live video is just live video. You just go live, you're live streaming. If people watch it, they watch. If they don't, they don't. So for me, it doesn't really affect. I don't really care. So it wasn't necessarily harder for me. It was different, obviously, because I didn't see anybody watching me. I didn't have any engagement or anything. But so it was for sure different because no one was watching it, engaging, but it wasn't harder. It's not a big deal. It's still there. Even now, I made like 5 or 6 live videos when I didn't have a single friend, and I still.
Yeah, that's something I haven't done yet. I haven't gone live on my profile because I'm doing the live in the growth explosion. But you do recommend to start going live in your own profile.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Go live in your profile. That's content that it's always going to be there. You know, a year later, Facebook's going to serve it back up to you and give it to you as a memory. So for sure, live content is great. Like you seen that live I went today. Today I went live. Literally, I got engagement. I got engagement from that, and I'm just downloading that video to put in my retargeting ad. Yesterday I went live in Facebook Spaces, and I had, you know, literally while I was on that Facebook Spaces, 3 of the people who were watching that live video went and bought my partnership program just because I mentioned it a couple times in my live avatar. So live's probably the best way that you can actually get engagement. It's one of the best ways because Facebook just preferences that, and they show that more. They give that more reach than anything else because it keeps people engaged on Facebook, and they can make an assumption that while you're watching that video, you're not going to leave and go off Facebook, which means that they every second that you're on Facebook, they make money. So they just want to keep you there every possible second because that's money for them.
So it's not against the terms of service with Facebook to go live on your profile and then retarget them? I thought you could only do that on a Facebook page.
Well, you can only use Facebook page. You can only use Facebook pages for ads.
Right.
For sure. I said my video is going on my retargeting ad because I'm literally creating a retargeting ad for people who visited my website, and the video is just that video that I'm downloading that I went live on my Facebook page. So I went live on my Facebook page. All those people saw it. They can still engage on it, and I'm just downloading it from Facebook and then giving it to Facebook again and say, hey, this is the video I want to use for my retargeting campaign.
But you cannot do that. If you were to go live on your own profile, you wouldn't be able to do that.
I did go live on my own profile.
Oh, you did, not the page.
Correct. I could have went live on my page if I wanted to. If I would have went live on my page, then I wouldn't have had to download the video and re-upload it to Facebook because they would have been like, hey, here's this video on your page.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have got as much reach or a different type. I mean, contrary to what everybody thinks, I personally don't think that whenever you go live on a page or do any type of content on a page, you're ever going to get that much reach like you do on your personal profile, because you can't run ads to your personal profile. You can run ads to your page. And if I'm a business person, I'm a smart business person. If you have a thing that you can pay me money and I'll show it to people, or I can show it to people for free, as a business, I'm not going to go with the free option. I'm always going to be like, yes, I'll take your money and show this to people. I'm not going to be like, no, I'll show this to 1,000 people for free, or 1,000 people if you give me money. I'm just going to be like, fuck it, give me money. That's just me, and that's probably what Facebook thinks. So I always go live from my personal profile. I don't do it that often from a page.
John, do you record it when you're going live?
No, I just go live and then download it from Facebook.
Download it from Facebook and then upload it, right?
Yeah, and you can repurpose that stuff. I put live videos that I did on Facebook on my YouTube channel. I've put videos from YouTube live on Facebook. I mean, you can do all that kind of stuff.
Right, didn't know that. Okay.
So I think we're good here, and everybody understands the concept of consistency and what that means and how you need to apply it. Just be consistent. Whenever you're being consistent, be consistent in a smart, strategic way. When I say be consistent, I don't mean just show up to Facebook every single day and waste time on Facebook every single day. I mean, show up to Facebook every day, spend time here, and spend time in a strategic way that's actually going to help you make money. And don't just waste your time on this platform every day. Just because you show up and you say, hey, John, yesterday I was on Facebook for 8 hours and I've been on Facebook for, 2 hours a day for the last week, that doesn't necessarily mean you've been consistent. So